First question comes from Mooney Pie. Congrats on making it this far. I want to ask, who's some of your favorite artists? I know people are asking about PA things, but I'm just curious. Well, if I had to pick my favorite music artists, it would have to be Creo, Temonite, and Spaz. It may sound a bit subjective, but I really enjoy their music, mostly Temonite since he's a god when it comes to making music. Also, Spaz is underrated in my opinion, as it makes some pretty good bangers. Chaos73 asks, what level was the most difficult to make? What is the hardest part about creating PA levels? Congrats on 5k dude, you deserve it. Thank you so much man, I really appreciate it. I'd say the hardest level I had to make would probably be Corrosive, mainly because it was pretty tough to manage all 3 bosses at once. Also, I was using an Extoller song, so it was pretty tough to keep it well synced throughout the entire level, but I still feel pretty proud of the end result. Also, the hardest part about making levels is trying to stay motivated, you know? Like for example, like you could either slack off and make 0 progress, or you can either get busy and make some good progress. Also, another difficult part is coming up with some ideas to develop and put them into good execution. These next questions comes from Oxylithium. Are you planning on doing something for the Shadow level contest? Have you thought about doing more one-to-one collabs with people? And how'd you come up with your username? For those of you guys that don't know, there's currently a level contest going on the Project Arrhythmia Discord server. Basically, you have to create a level based around shadows. To answer that, I probably won't, given the fact that I have little to no ideas on how to pull off that shadow theme very well. Also, I have other levels to work on, like my storyline for example. Also, I did have some thoughts about doing more one-to-one collabs with people since collaborating with the Overlord on that Close to Me remake was pretty fun. So, I'll have to wait and see if I want to do any more collabs with other creators. How I came up with my username? Well, most of you guys are familiar with Minecraft, right? And I used to play it a lot when I was little. So I took the name Minecraft and shortened it down to MC. Then I added stars to the end of it to add some flavor to my name. It may sound a bit silly, but it's still a creative username and I'm still sticking with it. Crimson Heart asks, how'd you get addicted to PA? Who's your favorite little creator besides yourself? Want some cookie shaped cookies? Yes, I do. But seriously, I first got into Project Arrhythmia when I bought the game for myself just to see what it was all about. I had a lot of fun playing the old levels since they had a different vibe to them compared to just shapes and beats. It's really nice seeing levels that don't just stick to one color. So I quickly became a part of the community when I joined the Discord server and played even more amazing levels, whether they're boss levels or not. Also, if I had to pick one of my favorite level creators, it would have to be DXL44, as they make incredibly smooth and dynamic levels. I found through in Another World series, and it became one of my favorite storylines besides Blackheart. His levels are also very fun to play and always has the best visuals. Lucario asks, will you play Azurbe's Machine Structure storyline? No. JB Studios asks, what is the proudest level you made? It would definitely have to be Monster, without a doubt, mainly because it used one of my favorite Temonite songs. Also, out of all the levels I've worked on, this one in particular is my proudest one, since I got really experimental with the animations, attacks, and unique settings for that level. Also, the level has just reached over 300,000 views on YouTube, which is absolutely insane. It boggles my mind to how popular it gotten. I've definitely put a lot of work into that one, and I do hope to continue improving for future levels to come. Jacob Harding asks, what are your plans for levels outside of Dark Delirium? Well, I actually do have several ideas planned for future levels that's outside my storyline. Like for example, maybe some experimental normal levels, including a sequel level for Stereo, my boss showcase in my first level Moonlight Sonata. I might get to work at them either during the storyline progression or after I finish the level collection for Dark Delirium. Phantom Angel asks, how does Stereo feel when he hugs Hal? Just wondering because wholesome. TY Cody04 asks, how do you feel that your channel is going so fast? You deserve it bro, keep doing you. Honestly, it felt very surprising when I kept getting subscribers in such a short amount of time. Like the first video I posted back in May literally had 0 editing and was recorded on Bandicam, but I just kept uploading Project Arrhythmia videos and sometimes other games like A Dance of Fire and Ice. It's still pretty crazy at how fast we've grown. Either it's because I got lucky with YouTube's algorithm, or I just have a really nice community that watches me for my Project Arrhythmia content. Either way, I'm really happy that we made it this far, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Gulpaneer asks, this isn't a career question, it was maybe already asked a few times, but what is your favorite level of all of Project Arrhythmia so far? That's a tough one to answer considering I enjoy almost all levels the game has to offer, but if I had to pick one, it would have to be Challenger by Flame Me. It's because it's a perfect mix of hard gameplay mixed with amazing visuals and a cute character design. Given it's a boxing kangaroo who would probably knock me out very easily, lol. It's just very fun to play, it's not too difficult but not too easy either, as it's pretty fast at times but looks really amazing. It also has a bunch of creative attacks to get the gameplay feel more alive. Official Dre asks, how long does it normally take to edit a video, for example a Henry Stickmin one? Well, normally for my Project Arrhythmia videos they usually take less than an hour or more depending on the length of the level itself. But if it's for longer videos like my Henry Stickmin videos for example, I'd say around a couple of days or so depending on my procrastination to edit them. Keep in mind, I use Filmora 9 to edit my videos, so it's pretty easy to edit, but it does take time however. Real Zexus asks, is Stereo gonna make a comeback in a level? Yes he will, my friend. Yes he will. Nero the Creator asks, what got you started making Project Arrhythmia levels, and how'd you get first involved playing Project Arrhythmia? Well, after seeing a bunch of amazing levels in the game, I figured I wanted to try and create my own level for people to enjoy. So I went over and watched Zlek's tutorial videos, at least 100 times, so I can get used to the editor. After some time learning, I quickly pumped out my very first level in merely a week, and surprisingly got a lot of attention despite the flaws it may have. Also, I first got involved in Project Arrhythmia when I saw some cool levels on YouTube, like for example, Coalesce and Right Meow. Those look interesting to play, so I went over and bought the game for myself, and I got addicted to it ever since. Best $12 I've ever spent. Scout711 asks, do you have any pets, and if so, do you enjoy being with them? Sadly, no. Me and my family used to own a cat I believe, but since I'm not living with my dad, we don't really see that cat anymore. But I know my dad and stepmom own 2 guinea pigs, but I don't really interact with them at all since I'm not a fan of guinea pigs in my opinion. I am hoping to own a cat soon if I have the courage to. Zenith the Ant Ringleader asks, does Stereo have a favorite song? If not, then I don't know what else to ask. Congrats on nearly 5k though, thanks so much. And if you're thinking Moonlight Sonata because that's his theme, then you're mistaken my friend. He actually loves dubstep, here's some proof. Next question comes from Nut. Nut. Ask, what got you into music rhythm games? This one's a bit hard to explain, but I say the first rhythm game I got into was Geometry Dash, and I used to find it very enjoyable to play when I played for the very first time. Then after some time, I tried out some more rhythm games that I thought were fun to play. I don't know why, it's just fun to play these types of games since I enjoy listening to music as I'm playing along with these games. So Project Arrhythmia will still stand as my favorite rhythm game. Jeremy Riggs asks, what brand is your computer? It's a Lenovo Legion gaming laptop, and it's really powerful. Also really expensive. Good thing my dad helped me pay for it, so it's all good. This next question comes from Caleb Char. How did you think of Stereo? Well, my first concept of Stereo was shown in one of my custom Geometry Dash levels called Effulgent. I came with this old design from the top of my head as represented how much I enjoy music, but I really didn't like that old design as it felt a little off-putting, so I stuck to the newer simplified version of Stereo, and I'm quite proud with the iconic DJ bean. Anthony Chava asks, congrats on the 5k. As for the question, what are your favorite levels that have been made in PA from you and other creators? It's quite tough to answer that one honestly. I feel as if I've already answered this one. I pretty much enjoy a lot of levels from my favorite creators like OL666, DXO44, Nulakid, and many more. So it's sound a bit subjective if I say what my favorite levels are, like for example an OL666 level, since he's the most popular level creator. Well guys, here's the final question, and it's one that you've all been waiting for. How old am I?